these Saturday afternoon. I had been doing some, well, not really crafting today, but more cleaning and rearranging of stuff. So I found a couple things. I don't remember exactly what they are when I was unboxing. And I also had some products I bought over the last couple months that I haven't really opened or used yet. So I thought I would show you all that stuff. They're not all been sponsors from Craft Roulette, but some of them might be. But these are from La La Land Crafts, and they're kind of interesting to me. I think these I actually picked up from Simon Says Stamps. But they're red rubber stamps, and the sentiments are actually attached, so I'm not sure exactly if I'm going to cut them off or leave them as is. Basically, I got these so that I would be forced to break into my alcohol ink markers and start coloring something, which I haven't done to date, but I like their characters. And I like that they actually have, like, male characters, because there are a lot of cute little girl stamps on the market, but I don't know of a lot of, like, guy stamps, so that's probably most of the reason that I picked those up. And, oops, let's not cut into anything we ought not be. But as part of a winter series that I'm going to be jumping into as soon as Valentine's Day is more or less done, which I still have somewhat fittingly 14 cards to finish, so we will probably be doing that over the next week. I actually have two I should sort of get mailed out today just to make sure they get there by Valentine's Day, but the rest of them are going to be sort of friend cards, so I will just sort of let them trickle in. So I got some cool stuff from my winter project from my friend Kim at Spooky Babe Stickers. If you are looking for stickers, you should totally check her out. And these are not free. I paid for them, which is always, I think, makes it a little more of a fair review. Anyway, she does an awesome job packaging and always really has, where you so the stickers don't show up and get bent. Her primary market, I would say, is really journal people. Well, I should say people who are into planners and such, which isn't me. I'm definitely a card person. So I bought these for essentially to coordinate with some of the MFT stuff I had picked up that is very sort of 80s and 90s themed. So that's sort of where I was coming from when I picked these up. And as you can see, lots of realms of packaging. Yeah, is that a word? I don't know. I just made it up. And metallic markers, but very cute that you have your name. She always personalizes stuff. This is actually a freebie with some very Beetlejuice-inspired milk cartons, certainly, and some other cool stuff. I love it when she does these sort of abstract shapes because they're very usable. What did we have? We also have a cute little plague doctor and some moths and other sort of things. Her vibe is very spooky, although you won't be able to tell from that in a second. But there's some very cute Valentine's Day things. And then we move into most of what I bought, which are these, I think these are called strips, and these are called stars. I forget. I don't know if these are strips and the Band-Aid ones are called something else, but anyway. Really neat. She was doing sort of a Bride of Frankenstein thing, but I really like sort of this 90s colorway where it's like very graffiti-ish. You can see sort of the stitching is sort of the Frankenstein detail. And then I just got some red ones because we can definitely use these. And I may use these on some of the current series of cards I'm doing. Anyway, that's what I got from Kim's shop. And I'm always happy to support friends of mine who have shops. And then we get over to, I want to say when Texas was all snowed in recently, Artful Angel did an online sale where basically everything was a lot % off. And I don't remember exactly what I got other than cute things. it looks like, I bought this separately. This is actually their new St. Patrick's Day. It's a very cute leprechaun doing cute leprechaun things. And then these are the auction ones. So this is Artful Angel's own line, which is really good. If you remember the cow or the Santa set I was kind of nuts about, there was that. But these are actually CC designs, and they're cute animals, cute cats primarily, but also some cute bunnies because 'tis the season soon for bunny everything. And they have a really sort of, I don't know, it's not quite chibi, but it's sort of like it has a very cute vibe to it, which is kind of my vibe. I figured like it does. It seems like my cards always turn out cute. So there was that. And then after it was sold out for a while, finally back in stock was the trio of inks from Ink on 3, which was a Craft Roulette spin sponsor, and prior to that I had heard of them, but I kind of didn't get what the purpose of their inks are. So this Juicy is an embossing ink, which makes sense, and Blackout is a water-safe pigment ink for, watercoloring and stuff like that. But the really interesting one is Fade Out, which is a no-line coloring ink, where basically it has, as you can see, a very sort of slightly gray or slightly, I think when it stabs it's almost sepia, but basically whatever color you put on top of it, it will suck into it, so you can use markers to color on top of it and get a lot of fine detail without being all that good at coloring, which is great because I'm not. And wow, these are pretty heavy. Always nice when you get juicier ink pads as opposed to not. So those are the things that I know what they are. And now we move on to the things I'm not entirely sure what exactly they are. And I'll get rid of the... Let's see. So, next is I'm not sure what I bought at Spellbinders that one time, but it looks like some ink, which is cool, because I also recently picked up the Twisted Citron Distressed ink. So, what did I pick up? I picked up 2 greens, actually. This is cool. So, I picked up sort of a forest green and a lighter one, and I think that looks really nice with this Twisted Citron, so I think we'll definitely be doing a green something. I do like the Distressed Oxides a lot and how they're water reactive, even though I haven't used them a ton. Let's see what else we have in our... We have some cardstock. Ooh. So this is Rainforest and Fern. These are 2 of the 3 greens, and I think I have the other one somewhere, which is, I want to say it's like chartreuse or something like that. Then we have some pencils and dyes. What do we have here? We have these neat layered geometric stencils. And we have this is an interesting one. This is part of the Stitched by Spellbinders line. So basically you can use it as faux twine and then, put a real wax seal on it. And then I also picked up, well, the rest of this all goes together, so let me see if it shows you. Yeah, this is sort of what the layered look looks like with these geometric stencils. I thought that was pretty neat. And the rest of this is the Postbox die combo, which I have been very interested to try. These are, on the right are all the sentiments, essentially. And then there are, let me pull out there's the main die set, which, if you saw their Christmas card, or their advent calendar, they had a small version of this, but this is basically the big version, where you basically can make a post box, and then the default one comes with florals, and then there are some other thing. There's some Christmas ones, and then there's ones where these are sort of, I guess it's more Valentine's Day-y, but anyway. It has love, and then X and O, and then some hearts, and it has these little, I don't know what you'd call them, sticky up pieces. I don't know what you'd call that, actually. But essentially like a mount that they would go on. And you can see sort of that. So anyway, I had forgotten that I'd picked that up. It is a dice set I've been really interested in trying, though, because I like the idea, since we send cards all the time, I like the idea of sort of Happy Mail and that kind of thing. So that is Spellbinders. And it looks like I grabbed some additional cutting plates too. But this was under a bunch of stuff in what is clearly a Catherine Pooler release. I'm just doing it, I'm just opening it off camera. But it's interesting because the only Catherine Pooler release I could think of that I hadn't seen in a while, that I knew of that was sort of in my pile, was the Lightning Bugs one. So I guess we will see what we see. And we'll ignore the package. And looks like they're big. Just saying. Because I don't have enough Catherine Pooler ink. Hello there. Very cute. She does such a nice job, and always has really nice coordinating tissue paper, and I don't know. I just really like Catherine Pooler stuff a lot. And free bonus for subscribers. Oh yes, I remember this one. This one is their pet themed release. And then they also did some new light colors, which is actually probably, these are all very springy colors, so probably good I found this, because, these look very Easter to me. Very spring. If you thought our March KCC9 is going to be very spring-related, it is. So these are basically animals that are just sort of peering off parts of the card or from behind things. And then there's some round circle dies. Hey. What does this say? Hey. And it matches these. And then what are you? Oh, a bunch of hellos. A hi, a hello, and then a hi. And then some sub-sentiments to go with them. Obviously, the hey, you can... The hey, in theory, you could stamp on top of, too. And then, I remember these. Oh, I think this was a sale. They were doing some kind of clearance. Yeah, I think that might have been what this is. So these, Stampin' Up! Has a similar thing that is cute. But these are basically, comment bubbles that you'd use for cartoons. So basically you'd stamp these in a light color, potentially. And then, you have various dog and cat related themes. And what else? Oh, and I have some coordinating dies. And these are kind of neat. This, I believe, are sentiment dies, essentially. No, I lied. It's a big cover plate die. So this basically you can do an A2 panel, and then either use this as a layering piece, or and then you can use the actual pieces for other stuff. Um, but yeah, well, that's a surprise. I didn't even remember that I had picked that up, and it must have been like, I don't know, last summer, but or maybe spring, given the colorway. Like, this feels like a really spring colorway, but I definitely didn't buy it this year, so hooray. I am always a big fan of Catherine Cooler everything, so definitely worth doing. I think I'll hang on to this. I'm really interested to. I picked up some other tissue paper. I'm really interested to try doing that collage technique with tissue paper again. So, always nice to reuse stuff that you got. But, yeah, that's most of the random things I found cleaning my craft room. Trying to think if we have any. I don't know if there's anything else major coming up, at least on my radar, other than finishing off Valentine's Day cards and then moving on to thinking about spring. There is a LB Handcrafted stream in a couple weeks about the reformulation of the Spellbinders card kit. So I actually have one of those coming Monday so that we can at least get our hands on it and see what we think in real life, because it's always hard to tell just looking at it. So I think that's what's coming up in the near future. Thanks for checking it out. Talk to you later.